And today we're going to make a soup that's very different from any you've ever had before. And to start, a little bit of oil in the pot, just regular vegetable oil, soybean oil. And now 200 grams of ground beef. Here you just need to break it up a little. And if you want to use ground pork as well, it turns out even better. Because I think pork, right? It gives a stronger, tastier flavor. Once you get to this point, just a little bit of salt. Black pepper. A heaping teaspoon of sweet paprika. You can use smoked or hot paprika. Just mix everything very well here and let it brown nicely now. But you don't need to burn the meat, okay? Just leave it until it's no longer raw, then it's perfect. Now a whole onion, a whole medium potato, and a whole carrot. Vegetable, 1.5 liters of vegetable broth, and 3 whole cloves of garlic. And now high heat, let's bring it to a boil. It started boiling. Now just let it cook until the vegetables are tender. The potato, the carrot, the onion, and the garlic as well. I'm going to cut up 2 potatoes. And let's cut it really small. I'm going to cut it like this. You can cut it however you want. The Japanese like to cut it this way. Done. The amount is also up to your taste, but I think this amount is good for the potatoes, right? For this amount of broth, it's perfect. And if you want to make it in a pressure cooker, that's fine too. It's also faster. I decided to make it in a regular conventional pot because there are a lot of people who don't have a pressure cooker, right? Or they don't like to use it. I'll put everything together. And here, instead of parsley or chives, I'll use Acamé. Besides adding color, it will give a special flavor to our soup. Acamé is a dehydrated seaweed. You can even find it in large supermarkets. And here are the cooked vegetables. They're already soft. I'll put them here in this container. And also take out the carrot. It's already very soft. The onion. And here I'm going to turn it off a bit to add the garlic. Here, and it's floating. It's easy to find. And I'm going to get about 5 shells from the
caldo.
Done. And I'm going to blend it. And that's it. And you can also use a blender or a food processor. Going back to our broth, add all the potatoes and the carrot, Acamé, and a tablespoon of oyster sauce. This brand here is the best one there is. I love this brand here. And let's add a heaping tablespoon. And add about 70 grams of the pasta of your choice. You can adjust the amount to taste too. Just give it a stir. This pasta takes about 12 minutes to cook. And that's about the time needed for the vegetables to become tender. And if you notice that the broth has reduced too much during cooking, just add a little bit of water. That's not a problem because we'll adjust the salt later. And here, with the vegetables all well cooked, let's add all of our thick broth here. Done. And mix. And look how beautiful it turns out. and I guarantee you it's delicious. And as I said, let's adjust the seasoning now. You can add a little bit of salt, and if you want, even some soy sauce. That goes well too. And when it starts to boil, we'll leave it for about 1 minute and turn it off. And our soup is ready. And I like to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top. And it's a soup that everyone in your house will enjoy.